Elon Musk's achievements are travel with SpaceX and advancing the electric vehicle industry with Tesla, while also making significant contributions to renewable energy, neurotechnology, transportation, and artificial intelligence through companies like SolarCity, Neuralink, OpenAI. Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. I could either watch it happen or be a part of it. If something is important enough, even if the odds are against you, you should still do it. I would like to die on Mars, just not on impact. Really, the only thing that makes sense is to strive for greater collective enlightenment. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself. I don't spend my time pontificating about high-concept things. I spend my time solving engineering and manufacturing problems. The future is going to be better than the past. I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. The first step is to establish that something is possible. Then probability will occur. I say something, and then it usually happens. Maybe not on schedule, but it usually happens. If you want to grow a giant redwood, you need to make sure the seeds are okay, nurture the sapling, and work out what might potentially stop it from growing all the way along. Anything that breaks it at any point stops that growth. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket, as long as you control what happens to that basket. The secret to innovation is to not be afraid of making mistakes. You shouldn't do things differently just because they're different. They need to be better. The lessons of history would suggest that civilizations move in cycles. You can track that back quite far. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. People should pursue what they're passionate about. That will make them happier than pretty much anything else. There's a tremendous bias against taking risks. Everyone is trying to optimize their discovery. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. I think the best way to attract venture capital is to try and come up with a demonstration of whatever product or service it is, and ideally take that as far as you can. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. Brand is just a perception, and perception will match reality over time. Work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in 80 to 100-hour weeks every week. Really pay attention to negative feedback and solicit it, particularly from friends. Hardly anyone does that, and it's incredibly helpful. You have to be pretty driven to make it happen, otherwise, you will just make yourself miserable. The best minds of my generation are thinking about how to make people click ads. Any product that needs a manual to work is broken. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. The reality is gas-powered cars are going to go away. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better.